Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Wine Wisdom. Today's topic is table grapes versus wine grapes. For many, I think people assume that the wine comes from grapes and there's not much difference between the two, but there is considerable difference, and I want to explain to you today why wine grapes are so much better for making wine than table grapes. Not that you couldn't make wine from table grapes, but there's so many things going for these berries that are different from these berries. The first is obviously the size. Now, the smaller berry size for a wine grape leads to a more concentrated expression in the wine, whereas a table grape here, the majority of this berry is consisting of water. It does not have the sugar content, nor the tannin, nor the flavors that a wine grape has. And those are all the key ingredients to make a beverage that is going to be age-worthy and very interesting and nuanced on your palate. So just to break it down a little bit more, if I were to take a table grape here and cut this in half, you're going to first notice that today's table grapes are really without seeds, and the skin of the grape is very thin compared to the flesh of the fruit. You want a thin skin on a table grape so that you have that crunch and get right into the fresh aspect of a grape. Whereas with a wine grape, the skin is much tougher. It's harder to cut actually. The skin is thicker, but also you're going to notice the seeds. And a lot of the tannin, or the backbone of the wine, is coming from the seeds of the grape too. So cross-section shows you quite a difference in these. The flavors are very different. The wine grape, there's more acidity, more depth of flavor, a little zing to it. The table grape, it's all about crunchy, refreshing aspects. So they both serve a function. And just to show you by demonstration the difference in the chemistry of these grapes, a refractometer is being used here. I'm taking the juice of the grape, placing it on the plate, looking to the sky, and I'm getting a Brix level or sugar content of about 13%. Again, a lot of this is mostly water. Whereas if I take a wine grape, and if we get later in the season, we're going to see a much higher expression of Brix here. The Brix of the wine grape here off the vine is about 17, 18, well on its way to hopefully getting over 22 Brix. When we get to that level of sugar, now we have the appropriate amount of sugar that when fermented is going to get to a wine that's about 12% alcohol, which is kind of the goal for most table wines. So again, I invite you this time of the year to actually come to the vineyard and begin sampling these grapes as you walk the vineyard. They are not quite ripe yet, but as we get another 2 or 3 weeks along, you're going to notice the flavors really develop, and you're going to really, I think, enjoy the preview of what the wine is going to taste like. They aren't going to be like table grapes, but it's still going to be an interesting expression for you to experience that. So until next time, cheers.